All right, I'm for Telefarrell, Miss Telefarrell TV. I think people get surprised when I talk about stuff from shows that people think I don't watch or content. Let me tell you something. I don't care who's putting out the good content. I'm going to watch it regardless, all right? If it's good content, I need to be up to date and studying what's going on in the culture. I don't care who put it out. I don't have any enemies in any industry, all right? I'm willing to let anybody get money. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? If they get money, best wishes to them. Let me talk to you guys about something. Joe Budden, Lil Yachty. I'm watching this interview. Shout out to Everyday Struggles. Shout out to Complex. I'm watching this, and I'm in disarray by how salty Joe Budden is. All right, I got a lot of respect for Joe Budden. I watch his podcast every week. Salute to them. They about to make some huge moves going forward. Shout out to Rory. They about to make some huge moves going forward, by the way. I'm just telling you some stuff I know, inside information. About to make some huge moves going forward. I like Joe Budden. I think he's a dope perspective in the culture. It's a perspective that I didn't know before I started listening to him. It's just different. He's just different. And I think he's much needed. He's becoming, I worked with Skip Bayless, all right? So I like what Joe's doing. He's becoming the Skip Bayless. Whether you like him or not, you got to watch him. Yeah, and I like what they're doing with hip hop. They're taking it to another place where every day there's content. Now it's gonna be tough, but every day there's enough of our culture to talk about on daily platforms. It does nothing but help the culture. I'm gonna be honest with you. But Joe, you out of line, bro. I'm watching Lil Yachty, and Lil Yachty's younger than me, and I'm young. And Yachty's like 19, 20. I'm like 20. I'm 23. So Yachty's young. I'm young, but Yachty's young, right? And I'm sorry, Joe. I don't get the energy. I just don't understand it one bit. You're trying to force. If you watch the interview, you know what I'm talking about. They're trying to force Yachty to be upset. They're trying to make him. Joe's trying to make him mad about the music that he's putting out and pretty much his image in hip hop. You cannot make this young brother upset. You can't force him to be upset about perception of him, because there's a lot of people who love him. Now, I will tell you this, Yachty's shows are predominantly white audience. He's acknowledged that himself, and maybe that might get to him, but money is money, all right? And there's more money in the white community population listening to our music than there is in our population, all right? It's just the reality of the situation. We can't afford $60, $70 tickets every damn week to support a new artist. But there are a lot of people, college students on the other side, that can, and we pick and choose shows that we want to go to. I think we do a good job of rocking what's dope. But this notion that Budden believes that Yachty should be upset, and all this talk of, I know you better than that. You don't care about the money, the women. I get what he was trying to say, but it just didn't come out right. No, Joe, let the brother live. Now, you want to attack Yachty? I want you to be consistent with that energy. Because when I hear records, I don't listen to a lot of Yachty's music. I'm going to be honest with you. But the stuff I do hear, like the Broccoli, the verse on I Spot, and of course, you know, it's Memphis when he was on the verse with Black Youngster. I've heard the Hip Hopper's record. I've heard a couple other records here and there. I haven't listened to them, just tough. But every record I hear from Yachty is positive energy. All right, maybe it's a drug reference here and there, but it's positive energy. And I don't even think he does drugs or drinks. Now, he need to hop off that damn pizza. I'm telling you that, Yachty. If you listen to this, you need to hop off that damn pizza every day. But other than that, I don't understand how Joe or anybody else could be upset with the energy that he's bringing. Joe, I want you to have that same energy calling out that rapper that's coming up. Go call out somebody else that's talking about their gang life every day. Is that hip hop? Because if that's hip hop, I don't want no parts of this. All right, let's make something clear, because Joe got bars. All right, let's make something clear, because we could take this a couple other places. As a matter of fact, I will. I'm in that kind of mood today. All right, Yachty was on Frick's Double XL last year, right? Another artist that's on that, and I rock with his music, 21 Savage. Now, I rock with 21 Savage music because I'm able to separate gang violence and violence. When I listen to his music, I just enjoy the music. I like the beats. I like how 21 Savage raps. Now, I'm able to separate what he's rapping about in my personal life. I don't have to go out and kill somebody or any of that. I don't do that. All right. Now, there's a lot of kids who can't separate the music from the artist, and they're actually going out and trying to make these things happen. So let me ask you this, Joe. Is that hip hop? Is 21 Savage one of the guys that you look at as somebody who's early in his career, who's keeping it all the way hip hop? So is it not hip hop when an artist is talking about fun things, being creative with it? But is it hip hop? I'm just asking a question here. Is it hip hop when you talk about gangs killing? Because that's where it seemed like you were taking this conversation. Yachty has had. Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. With the I Spot record that he's featured on and Broccoli, those records are bigger, and he's featured on both of those records. Those records are bigger than anything Budden's put out in the last 8 to 10 years. No disrespect, because Budden can spit. But I'm talking about mainstream success. I don't see the problem with that. With them taking our culture to a different spot. I don't get this whole is it hip-hop conversation. I never have, never will, because it seems like what people want to be hip-hop is if they can relate to the criminal aspects of hip-hop. Robbing a nigga, taking this off of him, shooting him if he act. What's up with the black guy that doesn't have that life? Who didn't grow up with that? One reason why I love J. Cole's music is because it's a perspective that I can relate to. I was poor. We ain't have it all. My dad always made sure the bills were paid. Lights were on. We ain't have it all. But at the same time, I went to college and I like J. Cole's perspective on college. Is my struggle different from the guy who grew up and made bad decisions? I just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out there relating to what I'm talking about. I don't understand. So hip hop has to be criminal? Why Yachty's story, if there is a struggle to it, can't be just as influential as the 21 Savage that's talking about a life that he did live? So I don't understand why you want this young guy to be in this negative space, to really, you know, I think I heard somebody say you the boogeyman of hip hop. You trying to be a Grinch. I think that's what I heard on Breakfast Club this morning. Budden's trying to be the Grinch of hip hop, and I don't understand that. I don't understand that language. And maybe it's because of some of the situations Budden has been with. All right, Yachty's situation seems to be okay right now. All right, Sprite commercials with LeBron James, Target commercials. Yachty's okay right now. All right, I don't think he needs to confront his label or management right now. I don't care if he got a 360 deal or not. I seen that was part of the conversation as well. Yachty seems to be okay in these streets right now. Maybe one day it comes back to bite him, but hopefully Yachty's taking care of his paperwork a little bit better than Joe Budden did. All right, not trying to take shots, but it seems like Budden is upset about how his situation played out. Maybe he didn't play his cards right. And to be fair, Joe Budden doesn't seem like the best person to manage. Let me just say that as well. I have nothing but respect for Joe. I would love if you come on my platform and I'd interview him and I'd clear I'm talking to him about everything that I have concerns about with his, takes on stuff. Again, I respect Joe Budden's opinion because I think that narrative is needed because there are other people who think just like Joe on certain topics. So I think it's needed. I'm always with multiple perspectives, but I don't understand Joe's perspective to say like pretty much down in Yachty because, and pretty much saying Yachty's not hip hop because his struggle is a little bit different from the next. All right, a struggle is a struggle, and just because I chose not to be in a gang or I chose not to rob at an early age, that don't mean my story is better in music than the person who like a Yachty or J. Cole. I'm not comparing Yachty and J. Cole, but their stories are different, and Kendrick even has a different story. All right, thank you for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. And by the way, if that was the case, Drake's the biggest artist in the world. Drake's struggle ain't like that. You responded to Drake, Joe. You kicked it with Drake. You thought Drake was hip hop. Drake talks about a lot of the wins. I know this is kind of all over the place. Talk to me about what you think about what I just said. Again, I go by the name of Alpha Telefrero. You couldn't tune in to Mr. Telefrero TV. Thank you for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please hit me up. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at is Mr. Telefrero. Check me out, itsmrt.com. That's where you can get all the exclusive content first. Thank you for the time, love, support. I'm out. If you're looking to book me for an interview video or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@ismrtelefrero.com. Again, that's booking@ismrtelefrero.com.